Hi there, the name is Linus Seonate and I welcome you to Linus Nate TV on YouTube. Please subscribe to the channel. Recommend it for others to also subscribe as well. Like, share, and then don't forget to leave your comments under the comment section. Very soon we'll be bringing another exclusive sports interview with another top personality. But today we'll be looking at the Ghana Premier League game, match day 14 clash between Accra Hearts of Oak and Kumasi Asante Kotoko at the Baba Sports Stadium at 3 p.m. today. It is going to be a very big task for both clubs as well. So before we go deep into that, we'll be looking at some stats from both sides, and then also I'll be touching down on 3 players from Hearts of Oak who can cause havoc to Asante Kotoko, and then 3 players from Kotoko who on any given day can cause so much harm to the defense of Accra Hearts of Oak. Now, the issue here is Hearts of Oak is playing away from home. They have chosen the Baba Sports Stadium as their alternative ground after the Accra Sports Stadium has been closed down for entertainment purposes by the National Sports Authority, that is the NSA. So they have now chosen the Baba Sports Stadium as their new venue. So Hearts of Oak is playing at home, whilst Kotoko is playing at away. But before that, I would want us to look at the last 5 meetings between these two clubs. 3 has ended in a draw. Hearts has won 1, and then Kotoko has also won 1 as well. So that is the result from the last 5 meetings between the two clubs as well. But before that, I want us to look at Hearts of Oak last 3 games that they've played prior to this game. Hearts of Oak has won 1, they lost 1, and then they drew 1. And then we'll also be looking at their goals scored. Hearts of Oak has scored 9 goals and they have conceded 8. It tells you that they have a lot of work to do. And then Hearts of Oak lies 8 on the log with 16 points. So that is how the Phobians are faring ahead of this game. Now let's also look at some few stats from Kumasi Asante Kotoko. They have won their last 3 games, which tells you that Coach Prosper Nate Ogum has really redefined the club in such a way that they've been able to get 9 maximum points ahead of this game, which gives them a lot of confidence coming up against their bitter rivals, Accra Hearts of Oak. Now, Kotoko lies 7th on the log, as well, and then they have they have conceded 10 goals, and then they have scored 10 goals and they have conceded 9. Now, and then most of their goals that they've scored are mostly from the second half, or the dying embers in the second half as well. So it tells you that Kotoko stand a very huge chance of winning the game in the second half. Now, if you look at Hearts of Oak stats, 6 of their 9 goals that they have scored came from the first half. So it means that it is going to be a very balanced game. Hearts of Oak can easily win the first half, whilst Kotoko can also win the second half. So it means that if Hearts of Oak is able to win in the first half, the probability or the possibility of Kotoko coming back in the second half is very huge, because Kotoko in their last few games have managed to get vital wins in the dying embers of the game, whilst Hearts of Oak get their vital results in the first half. So it is going to be a very balanced game as well. And so like I said earlier, Kotoko and Hearts would have to give Ghanaians the very best of game today, because in terms of publicity, in terms of exposure, the game has not really gotten that exposure that we need, and it tells you that, look, we need to put a lot of work into it. All stakeholders should get themselves involved to make sure that we push these two clubs whenever they are playing, or any other club in the GPL as well. Now, like I said earlier, we'll be looking at 3 players from Hearts of Oak who are going to cause havoc to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, the backline of Kumasi Asante Kotoko. And then we'll also be looking at 3 players from Kumasi Asante Kotoko who have been in devastating form for the Porcupine Warriors. So let's first go to Accra Hearts of Oak. We'll be looking at a player like Hamza Issa, the young boy from Ashama, who has been on deadly form for the Phobians. He's going to lead the Phobians in today's game as well. And then he has played 9 games and then he has scored 5. He's the highest scorer for Accra Hearts of Oak this season. It tells you that, look, Hearts of Oak are really, really struggling. So they really need to step up their game. The goals are not really coming. And so if anybody is supposed to do the magic for them, it is going to be the young boy, the young graduate from Aras Academy, who moved to the senior team just this season, as well. He is going to lead the attack for the Phobians. And then when he is on top form, it means that the Phobians probably will have to come out as the winners of the game. The second player we are also going to look at from Hearts of Oak is Salifu Ibrahim. He has played 13 games this season. He has not scored a goal. I mean, the former 11 Wonders player has gradually found his rhythm again after some few struggles and then some few injuries, and I'm very glad for him. I mean, he has been the orchestrator for the Phobians this season in midfield as well. So I believe that if he steps up and then gets the very best of game, I mean, he's going to make sure he delivers incisive passes to Ibrahim Hamza Issa, who is going to make sure he gets the ball into the net. Another player from Hearts of Oak who can also be dangerous on any given day is the Congolese international, that is Glido Tanguy. Glido Tanguy has been superb for the Phobians as well. He has played 11 games for Hearts of Oak. So I believe that if Tanguy and then Salif Ibrahim should have a very good day in the heart of midfield for the Phobians, it means that there is a possibility that the Phobians are going to make sure they get the first goal or probably they win the first half. And then a huge tax will be on Hamza Issa, who will be the leading man of the team for Accra Hearts of Oak. We shouldn't forget that Hearts of Oak have parted with their Dutchman, that is Martin Koopman. Now, Abdul Bashiru, who is assistant coach for the Phobians, is now handling the team in the absence of Koopman. So the Phobians will, in the next few months or so, will be appointing a new coach. But for now, the mantle has been handed to Abdul Rashid, who was previously with Legon Cities, and then he's now acting as the interim coach of Accra Hearts of Oak. Now let's move to the Porcupine Warriors, that is Kumasi, Asante, Kotoko, Ukuma, Apimeba. The Porcupine Warriors in their last 3 games have managed to get all the 9 points. They beat Brekum Chelsea, they beat they beat Brekum Chelsea, they beat Legon Cities, and then they won against the defending champions of the Ghana Premier League, Mediama Sporting Club as well. So it tells you that, look, the Porcupine Warriors ahead of this game are hugely motivated because between both clubs, they have managed to amass 9 points, while the Phobians have managed just 4. So it tells you that there's 5 points difference between the two of them ahead of this game. So we'll also be looking at 3 players from Kotoko who can give Hearts of Oak huge headache today. We'll be looking at the Ivorian midfielder known as Eric Zeze. Eric Zeze, the creative midfielder. I mean, most Kotoko fans are saying he's just a replicate of their former midfielder, that is the Brazilian international Fabio Gama, who left 2 seasons ago after parting ways with Kumasi Asante Kotoko. I mean, most Kotoko fans have said a lot about this Eric Zeze boy, and it is no fluke. I mean, the guy has been phenomenal for the Porcupine Warriors. He just joined them this season, and he has been one of their key players for that side as well. He has played in 9 games for Kumasi Asante Kotoko this season. Another player we'll be looking at will be Richard Lamptey. Probably he might be the captain of the day. I mean, he has been very, very fantastic for Asante Kotoko this season, and then he's also going to make sure he plays a very huge role for the Porcupine Warriors in the heart of midfield. Zeze and then Richard Lamptey in the heart of midfield means that the likes of Eric Esso, the likes of Befi Amankwa have a lot of work to do to make sure they stop the runs from Eric Zeze, who is very creative, and then Richard Lamptey, who has a spot or some incisive passes that he normally gives, and they are just amazing. So if they should be able to stop the runs from Zeze, who is very quick, pacey, and very skillful, then it means Hearts of Oak will now have to deal with Richard Lamptey, who, if they're able to make sure they also block him from giving that tailor-measured passes or incisive passes, then it means that Hearts of Oak will make sure they carry the day from the heart of midfield and then progress to the goal area of their opponent, that is Kumasi Asante. The next player we'll also be looking at, I'll be touching on 2 players for now. So Kotoko will have 4. We'll be looking at Steve Mukwela, the Ugandan international, and then we'll also be looking at Kalu Watara, the Ghanaian international as well. So Steve Mukwela has played 11 matches and he has scored 2 goals. And then Kalu Watara has played 11 matches and then has scored 3 goals. So Kalu Watara is the top scorer for Kumasi Asante this season, followed by the Uganda international Steve Mukwela, who has scored 2 as well. So Kalu Watara in their last game against Brekum Chelsea did not play. So Kotoko won 1-0 against Bekum Chelsea. We don't know the reason why he didn't play. It might be injury or it might be any other thing. But then today's game, he's expected to lead the attack, or he's expected to be in partnership with Steve Mukwala up there. So it means that Kotoko will have two of their leading talismen in front. That is Steve Mukwala and then Kalu Watara. So these are some players from Kotoko who, if they should be able to have a very good day, it means Kotoko will also make sure they run away with all the 3 points as well. So please, like I said, we'll be bringing you another exclusive interview within the week. Just make sure you turn your notification button on, and then please recommend the channel for other people to also get access to. Subscribe. Let's get huge subscribers, and I believe that we rise by lifting others. Thank you very much, and then see you another time. Bye bye.